Good morning, good morning, good morning, Facebook and YouTube and Periscope and Twitch and Clubhouse. uh, Man, it's just so good to be alive and be able to do it again. So thank you all for joining. So today, what I was thinking about was the thing after this thing. I must admit, I always say trading isn't the thing. Trading is the thing that gets you to the thing. You know what I'm saying? And I know what I really want to do with my life. Like, I really want to spend most of the time. If I could let you in on my dream, like, I don't want to be a full-time trader for the rest of my life. What I want to do for the rest of my life is I want to be able to make music, travel, and help people. Like, that's it. That's what I want to do. Oh, Lord, I want to make music and help people. And that's really what I want to do. That's really what I want to do. So I've been focusing on that this morning, man. Like, what happens after this, Jay? What happens after this? What can you do with your life? And how fun can it be? That's what I've been thinking about. And I don't know what that thing is for you. What up, D? I don't know what that thing is for you, man, but I encourage you, think about it. Imagine yourself in that situation. Imagine yourself off the job. How would you wake up? What would you eat for breakfast? If you didn't have to fight rush hour traffic, what would you do? Just imagine what's possible if you didn't have to clock in, or if you didn't have to turn in those reports or briefs. If you didn't have to run around the OR or run around the ER, like, would you start a clinic somewhere? Or would you just do medicine because you loved it? You know what I'm saying? So that's really what I've been thinking about today. I've just been thinking about the thing after this thing. And it's kind of fun. I'm excited to get there. I'm excited to be able to get there in my life. Really excited about that. So let's get to it, man. I'm going to share my screen as always, and then we'll get to work for a little while. And then after we get to work for a little while, that'll be that. Let me close this down. All right. Mid time frames first. There we go. ZB. Let's find an overnight low. A little lower than last time. 158.24. Overnight high was put in right here. 160.01 off of the 2300 candle. The lows came off of 7. The open right here, 159.16. So the market kind of was playing creep dog a little bit, kind of crept to the downside a bit overnight. Made another move up to 01. I could see why I did that, and then dropped. I can definitely see why I did that. And now it's turning on itself a little bit more. I think it's aiming for 158.12 again initially, and I think ultimately it can kind of get a little lower. Check right here. Yeah, they're aiming at those guys. They really want them because there's some unfinished stuff. If you bring in a bigger picture of the bonds looking left, first stop 158.12, second stop 157.16. Do I have that right? Last stop 156. They got to figure that out. That was one candle that did that a couple of days ago, and that was an unhealthy candle. And that's kind of what happened with that. So we'll see if this hour we can start trading back above 159.02, but if not, might be a chance to run to the downside. I'm going to be watching 159.10 inside the range today. 159.10 is going to be the guy I put an eye on. A good eye. You know what I'm saying? You put a good eye on that guy. Dennis, I see you, baby. What's good, boy? If there are any questions, also, make sure that you just shout out. I'm here to take any questions. Macintosh, hold on, who this is? Dez, what up? Dez, you had a question? No. Okay. No, not Dennis. I said Macintosh.
Oh, good morning, Mother. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. The question that I have, do you use the same target for long, short, or medium, or different target?
I use whichever target the trade tells me to.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
You're very, very welcome. Like trades run off a thing called trade setups. And the setup is going to dictate to you the possible outcome of the trade, you know, how far it will go. So I don't believe that there's like an ATM target that's one size fit all. I think it's the trader's responsibility to be able to deduce where the trade has the ultimate potential to go and then to trade it in that direction. You know what I'm saying? That's big for me. So, you know, if the trade goes 55 ticks, then you should take it 55 ticks. You know, no more getting out of trades early. No more getting out of trades early. None of that stuff, you know. Success. So we kind of let trades run until their ultimate destination. That's the vibe. Good question though. Thank you for it. Man, any of these other fantastic traders up here see anything different in the bonds, man? What do y'all see and what are y'all looking at? What y'all trying to do?
Jay, I agree with you. They are they turning right now, man. Just come back. Come back and pick me up just slightly higher.
Yeah.
Than where you have indicated right
now. I feel you. I'm seeing that. Anybody else seeing anything? I always ask these traders because
ask Dennis. He done made it thousands of dollars this morning. He might know.
Oh, Dennis, you already up? Dennis, you already up there? Where your P&L this morning?
I'm not watching the market. I'm done already, so I'm going for a walk in the park.
Nice. I like that.
I guess that's what you can do when you make money and post it on IG. Just take a walk in the park.
Oh, he's posted it on IG. Did he do a numerical post or did he do like just his normal, these are my ticks working for me post?
No, he did a real one.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Walk 5 extra minutes for me, Dennis.
Draker, why you putting up about that? You be doing the same thing. Don't play games.
I traded last night and got all this.
Yep. Nighttime killers trading at night. When people say you can't trade, I love it. Draker, you were up all night long?
Oh, no. Not yes. No. I went to sleep. But I traded last night that my candle.
Oh.
6 o'clock candle.
That 6 o'clock candle trade. You love it.
Jay, I think you should ask her how long was she in the market. How fast did it take to make her money?
Actually, I really didn't have to be in there long.
She was in there about 3 minutes from the look of the trade.
It was probably what, 10 minutes? It wasn't long. It might have been 10, 15.
That opening candle trade, girl, you've been killing that. I'm not mad. Okay. The ES has done pretty predictable things, which is cool. Yesterday it ripped to the upside. Kyle Draper was in the room and Kyle was like, Jay, it's in a 4-hour gap. I was like, oh, dope. Thank you. And it went and filled that gap, played it like clean. So shout out to Kyle Draper for making that beautiful call on the ES yesterday. Being able to see the market from multiple perspectives is a beautiful thing. And he did that smooth yesterday. So the ES, I have a few levels that I care about. I'll care about the overnight low. I'll care about 38.85, 25. I'll care about that. And I'll care about the overnight high. That's about it. Nothing else gets my attention. The open is kind of cool, 39.03 or so. That's kind of cool, but whatever. That's about it. Yeah, that's it. I don't really care about anything else in the ES so far. Big, huge spread, nice moves overnight. Really, really a huge overnight range, in my opinion, for the ES. But we'll see how it all pans out. So far, higher highs and higher lows. Let's see if they can hold it, though. Let's see if they can hold it. To me, they need to hold 38.84.75 for me to care about the upside any longer. Then maybe we could reapproach those 39 and get through them the way that we should. Other than that, that's about it. I don't really have anything else. Any other questions from anybody? I'm going to stop my screen share so I can make sure there aren't any other questions.
Do you have any announcements, Trey? Anything coming up? Any trainings?
Training tomorrow, Wednesday at 8:30. But the big announcement, man, is today, just love yourself, bro. Just, man, be nice to you. That's a big one for me today. You know, I think, let's just make it what it is. My class is dope. And what I teach people, it'll change your life, right? It should cost a lot of money, but it doesn't, because I'm not in it for a lot of money. I'm in it to make sure that people could, change their life. So get the class, Also, truth be told, if you got the class, you should tell somebody else about it because it's good. But that's neither here nor there. I think the big thing, man, imagine if you actually loved yourself deeply. Imagine if you actually cared about you. Imagine the type of love you could really show yourself. I think that's big for me today. I'm walking in that today. If people love themselves well, then they wouldn't eat wrong because they knew that they would be damaging their body. If people love themselves well, they wouldn't treat other people poorly because they would respect themselves so much they respect other people. So I'm leaning on that today, man. Today, I think, of course, my class is dope. Come to training, tell everybody about it, follow the group. The regular stuff that we always say, but more than anything, bro, love yourself. I think you should love yourself so much. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Denise in the house or something, dog. So I think you should love yourself so much, man. Just imagine what you could do if you actually loved yourself. If you said, you know what, today, man, I'm going to walk around the block so I can give my heart and my blood and my oxygen and my lungs time enough to just, breathe some good air. But you know what today I'm going to do? Man, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put on my nice clothes. I'm going to get myself a good, nice haircut or get my hair done nice. And I'm going to take myself somewhere special because I love me. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to look at the mirror and you got to fall in love with that mirror. You got to just say, man, I'm so special to me. Man, my future's so bright to me. Man, imagine if we did that. Imagine how much easier the work that was before us could become. That's what I'm on right now. I think I'm breathing that in really deeply. I'm breathing that in, man. Loving me, loving myself, forgiving myself. Hey, trusting myself. Really, really, really. Imagine if we could lean into that, get into the thing that's after this thing. I always say trading is not the thing. Trading is the thing that'll get us to the thing, maybe you want to own a food truck or you want to be an actor. Or maybe you want to be a chiropractor. I don't know what you want to do. You might want to be a lawyer, run for Senate, or run for Congress. I don't know. Maybe you're going to be a fashion designer. Maybe you're going to make toys for little kids or Like maybe you in the software. Maybe you want to stay at home and be a stay-at-home mom, man. You want to lead the PTA. You know what I'm saying? You want to go to the team rallies of your kids' teams and all that. Like whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like you're just trying to get off your current situation so you can get to that situation. And if that's what you want to do, bro, I'm with you. I'm with you. I believe you could do it. You know what I'm saying? I know you could do it. So that's it. Ken asked me a question. Adrian, you have something to influence? Ken asked me a question.
Sorry, Janae. That was a mistake. But good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Adrian. Good. What up, Kershaw in the building? You already know. Cornelius, you had something too? I saw you jump up, bro. I want to make sure you was good. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah, man. I mean, I am definitely on that right now, man. That just that complete self-love, just complete self-awareness at this point, man. Just trying to figure out exactly who and what I am.
Yeah. I'm big on that, man. And you know what? Life never truly gives us an opportunity to do it. Just think about it. We put our kids in school. They go to primary, secondary. They come out. They go to university. They come out. We tell them to get a job. They finish with that job. Maybe that's the job before they really get to the career that they want. They get inside their career. Then they work for 15, 20 years and realize, man, I always wanted to be a ballet dancer, but I'm a doctor. Like, and I know real people that's like that because we never give ourselves a chance.
Man, I woke up this morning feeling like I'm not walking in my path. I've been feeling like I've been off my square for a little while.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm not walking in my path. So that's probably what's been on me.
Yeah. I think when you operate inside of your gift that God is giving you, it becomes sweet. Like there's, you know what I'm saying? People say stuff like, oh, if you do what you love, you never gonna work a day in your life or something like that. There's a degree of truth to that because like if you do what you love to do and what you was built for, you know what I'm saying? It might be work, but it's almost like it's pleasure. I don't know how to explain it. Like me, I love teaching. I never realized that I love teaching so much. So yeah, it's kind of a pain to be on one-on-ones and it's kind of, but bro, it don't matter. Like, let's do it. You know, like on Sunday, I was with my family in another part of town, pulled over, opened my laptop, found like some Wi-Fi outside of Target, pulled over, opened my laptop and started teaching. Because it's what I like to do. I love helping people. I love for the people to be like, Jay, I just made $90. That's like my favorite thing ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus, that's my favorite thing. Ken, you have a question. You said, do you mark your open at open of overnight or open of morning session? Open of overnight. Good question, Ken. Open of overnight. It was 6 p.m. Eastern time. The open of the 6 p.m. Eastern time, Ken. Good question. But Cornelius, bro, I'm drinking that juice so heavy right now, bro. Like we deserve it.
It ain't even about money no more, man. Like money's it's not even an afterthought at this point. It's
right.
Not a thought at all.
Right. Our job is to be fruitful. You know what I'm saying? Our job, in my opinion, is to find the soil that really nourishes us and then use it to be as fruitful as possible for people around us. One thing about a fruit tree, it don't never get a chance to taste its fruit. I've never seen an orange tree eat an orange. I eat the oranges. The orange tree just gives them to me. And I think that our job, if we're going to be fruitful, man, is to find that soil that nurtures us. Man. And I don't know what that is. You know, for some people, it could be, for some people right now, your soil might be a particular community or group that you're part of. For some people, your soil might be a particular passion that you have or whatever. But, you know, I've read and I understand that your happiness shouldn't be, or your watering shouldn't be locked up in someone else. It should be locked up in yourself. You know what I'm saying? In the way that you give service, the quickest way that I found is in the giving of service, you know. But that waters you, you know, let it help you produce fruit and then freely allow people to come and get that fruit from your tree, freely, like out of abundance, man. Like, man, what do you need? How can I help? What do you need? How can I help? What do you need? How can I help? I mean, I think about people like Ken, man, like a real lifesaver, like a real hero, like a real action hero. And, imagine if every one of your days, like someone is happy that you were born. Like, think about that. Like, what if you can make 20,000 people totally happy that they ever met you or knew you? Like, I'm so happy that I met Cassidy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so happy I met Adrian. I'm so happy I met JD or Kimmy or Denny or Latanya or anybody. Imagine you could have that kind of effect where people are like, man, I'm just so glad I met this person. You changed my life, or you helped me. That's really the game, in my opinion. That's the game. According to most faith beliefs, that is the game. But in my opinion, definitely, that's the game. I think the biggest thing, man, is taking those beliefs and those limits off yourself, man. Taking those limits off. You're a great dad. You're a great mother. You're a great wife. You're a great husband. You're a great son. You're a great uncle. You're a great teacher. You're a great employee. You're a great boss. Whatever it is, just start leaning into your greatness. Start loving that mirror when you walk by it, man. And just start thinking about, man, when I'm done with this and when I get through with this phase, I don't know what your number is. Everybody's got a different number. Like, man, I just want to make 50, or if I can make 150 or 75,000, man, if I made that, bro, I tell this job peace. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember when Angelica and I was coming up with those numbers for our life, man. We participated in this book. It was a book called FU Money by Dan Locke. I read this book. And FU Money by Dan Locke, he has this thing called his DIG, the daily income goal. So how do you get your daily income goal? Like, you literally write down your perfect life. Like, if who washes my clothes, who makes my food, what is the cost of that? What cars do I drive? Where do I live? What is the cost of that? When I throw a birthday party, how much money do I spend? How much does Christmas cost me? How does Thanksgiving cost me? Do I want to go to any concerts? Do I want to sit floor side at any sporting events? Like, go through the whole thing and write down how much it costs to do those things. And when you do that, then divide it by 365. He says, okay, cool. Now that's your daily income goal. In order to live your perfect life, you have to make that much money a day. Not a week, not a month, not every 2 weeks, but like, that's what you need to make every year. And Angelica and I kind of participated in that. And it kind of made it real. You know what I'm saying? It made it real for the first time. That was like a tangible thing. Like, I can actually see a number that made me happy, that made my wife giddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you get your nails done all the time, if you get your hair done whenever you want to, if you get, what I'm saying? Like, the car that you want to drive, or if you don't have to work your job, you know what I'm saying? And man, it's crazy because after you get to it, and thank God we got to it, but after you get to it, what Dan Locke never told me in that book is it ain't fun the third time. First class travel is just travel the second time. You know what I'm saying? Floor seats are just seats the third time. It's just go get your seat. It's not cool anymore. So this whole thing of like finding something to yield, like finding you becoming the stock and you growing, and you, like, people, they love to invest in you because when they invest in you, their investment returns are crazy. Like that, like being able to yield, man, that's huge. Man, I'm talking too much. It's 8:26. I love y'all, man. I'm in the room with the bullies right now. I see C-Mac in this thing, and Kim McDonald, Brianna in here, mobilizing this thing. B. Keith off in here. Look at B. Keith. Victory, I see you. Ray Alexander. Bookie's in here. Auntie CJ in this thing. John C. So the bullies are in the building, man. So I'm about to sign off. Let me see. Make sure I have no more questions. Kevin Cornell, I see you. love is the best. Look what D. Gilchrist says. Love is one of the best connections with your relationship with your creator. Haven't you heard the words, God is love? Well made after his image. I guess we're made after his image. You have an expected share of who he is. Now you're more than expressing it as you are near to him. I totally agree. I couldn't agree more. That's very, very powerful. Yeah, man. Jose, you say you got me in the zone. Hey, Jose, I feel you, baby. I feel you, dog. You got me in the zone. The bullies got me in the zone. Because I feel like, if you can change one life, you can change two. And that's a crazy proposition because I sat back with that 200,000 number and it seems like fantasy. But, like the more we think about it, it's really not as fantastic as you might think. Maybe changing 200 lives is mundane. Maybe I'm thinking small. Maybe changing 200,000 lives is mundane. Imagine. You know what I'm saying? So just imagine. Imagine what happens if I can teach 200,000 people to make $1,000 a day. Something weird happened last week. I had the first student that made over $100,000 in a day trading. Like stuff that I never thought would ever happen. Stuff I never thought would occur ever. So I don't know, man. Maybe we think it's small. But in any case, the clock on the wall says that's about all. I enjoyed y'all and I had a ball with boom, boom, skeet, skeet. That's it. You boys got to split. Do me a favor. Do me a huge favor, y'all. Trade safe today, huh? Don't let nobody trick you out of a good trade. All right? Y'all take care. Bum, bum, bum. Bum.